Hey, it's Roland again, and boy do I have a hankering for some disappointment, so it's finally time to look into that new Mario movie.
Now, I've purposely been avoiding looking at any information about it so that I can go in absolutely judgment-free, but I heard a new trailer dropped and I just can't help myself, so I figured we watch it together so you can see my reaction. Let's see what we're in for. Looks good. Ooh, now I'm getting excited for some hot Mario action, not that kind. I need to satiate myself by finding some suitable long-form Mario content, not that kind. But what's the best piece of Mario media for me to satisfy my cravings? Off. Oh, duh, the anime movie. Yep, it's more well known now than it was before, but back in 1986 they released a Super Mario Bros. OVA. If you don't know what OVA means, look it up, I'm not your dad. 7 years before the world had to digest the Mario movie we all know and fear, Japanese audiences were graced with the hour-long anime feature Super Mario Bros. Peach Hime Kyushutsudai Saikusen. I'm so sorry. In English it's known as Super Mario Bros. The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, but that is merely a fan approximation. The film never released anywhere outside of Japan. It ran in theaters briefly before seeing a VHS release, but has had no releases in any form since then. For many years, this was a very elusive piece of Mario history, or film history for that matter. Fortunately, as is usually the case, fans took it upon themselves to preserve it, since God knows Nintendo wasn't gonna do it. Hey, it's not their fault. They've been very busy porting Dig Dug 2 to the Switch. It's God's work they're doing. To be fair, I actually have no idea if Nintendo would have been able to preserve it for legal reasons. The film was produced by Grouper Productions and Shochiku Fuji Productions and distributed by the latter, so they're likely the ones that hold not only the rights to the movie, but also the raw materials that would be needed to bring it to a different format or remaster it. Heaven forbid they were sold or thrown away, yeesh. So leave it to the internet nerds to pick up the slack and make it available to anyone who wants to watch it online for free. Some call it socialism, I call it neat. There are actually a number of different options for watching the movie online. The main one is uploaded by a channel called Magibolt1 who worked on restoring it with a small team of friends. But if you want to watch an English dub, you gotta go over to Kyra Entertainment, but if you want to watch that dub in higher quality, you gotta go over to Kel's Cats, but there's also work on a 4K complete restoration that you can watch over on Carnival, and there's still work to be done on the remaster, so by whatever time you're hearing this, there's probably an even newer version of the remaster with a newer dub, somewhat completely different. Are you thoroughly confused? I love the effort put towards this remaster though. It looks so sharp and neat, and you all should go support it in any way you can. For me though, I think I want the VHS experience, so I'll stick to the lower quality one. It feels more kosher. And if I want the authentic experience, I really ought to watch it in the original language, so that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry folks, I'm gonna have to make you read. I'm sure you'll survive, but I'm really not sure. But why the heck am I doing this? I've talked about this a bit before, but I have such an interest in moments throughout time where Mario broke character. He's so clean and polished today, I can't help but want to see what he looked like during puberty. There are a few examples I could turn to, the aforementioned live-action Mario movie being a popular one to poke fun at, but that feels like low-hanging fruit at this point. There's also the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and its gross offspring, which are certainly worth a watch, but you kinda gotta be in a certain type of mood to watch those, you know?
Good thing we used the extra pipe for this Koopa catcher, huh, Mario?
The Mario OVA is not only the first narrative constructed out of the Mario series beyond little blurbs in the instruction manual, but it might be the one with the most class. I don't want to give away too much though, so let's get started. Nice try, guys. That's not Mario. Fooled me again. In a bold avant-garde move, the cold open to this film is Mario playing a video game on a Famicom, no less, grunting. Oh, maybe it is that kind. Luigi walks in, offers Mario some tea while wearing the cutest fucking nightgown. Look at him, I want to squeeze him. Mario brushes him off, continues his game, and Luigi goes off to bed. Already, I'm very lost, but intrigued. I'm always down for seeing Mario in contexts we don't usually see him in. I'm just worried that the narrative choices made in this movie are random and barely supported by the action or plot. That'd be so weird, right? We get back on track pretty quickly when Mario's game rapidly shifts to show Peach being chased by some classic Mario characters. Man, the audio mixing in this movie is really weird. Not bad overall, but it likes to throw in random sound effects and music bits from the original Mario Bros. Soundtrack, but they always feel really tacked on when compared to the rest of the audio. Alrighty, we are about 1 minute into this fiasco, time to aggressively start reusing animation. They just don't make them like they used to. The dust settles, I guess the enemies just evaporated, and then from the TV we see the grand reveal of King Koopa himself. I'll be honest, I really like this shot of him just standing there ominously, and I think they got its design down perfectly. Voice not so much. He sounds like a nerd. I don't know, he's just missing that deep, bassy gusto I expect from him. The rest of the voices I think are expertly cast though. Mario notably sounds nothing like Mario, but I think his voice works more for the characterization they're going for.
よし任しとけって
They make him less of a generic hero type and more of a well-intentioned goof who lets his excitement get the better of him. Oh, well, he's dead now. Bowser takes Peach back into the TV, leaving Mario behind to suffer Luigi's abuse. End of scene 1. What the f was that about? As far as I can tell, aside from establishing Mario and Peach's relationship, that scene was kind of pointless. They don't even get to the Mushroom Kingdom through the TV. Why did that even happen? I guess another important thing is that Peach left her necklace behind and that comes into play, but still, that first scene was so weirdly specific, making it have such a disconnect from the rest of the movie. This ain't exactly the kind of music that screams Super Mario, but it's nice. I love these title cards. It feels so of its time. It really puts into perspective that Super Mario Bros. Was once just a hot new thing that people tried to capitalize on without any comprehension of what it would become and the profound effect it would have on the world. It's so simple here. Now we're at a grocery store. The first thing anyone knows about the Mario Brothers is that they are excellent produce salesmen. I like that everyone in this world canonically has bulbous noses. We also finally get to see the bros in their iconic outfits. Gotta say, Luigi, rockin' the blue. I like it. It's wrong. Dabba-dee dabba-dong. Mario insults an elderly woman because he's lost in thought about the princess who appeared out of his TV. I can't blame him, but I kinda want to. Luigi looks over, sees the jewel necklace Mario's holding, and starts getting excited about how much money they can make from it. Wow, what a unique and interesting character type that is criminally underutilized in anime. They blow smoke out their noses for a bit, then do a bit of comic business that I'm sure would be hilarious if I lived in Japan.
もしもし
いやあ、マリオくんそこにいたのか。探したぞ。マイ、今使いのものをやるからすぐ来てくれ。じゃあな。
どうわかった迎えに来るって
Then all of a sudden, a really gross-looking dog enters the scene. Ew. He proceeds to rip out Mario's larynx and run away, leaving the bros to chase after him. I don't know why, but I find something so satisfying about this little loop of animation here. The bros chase the dog to a bunch of pipes in a field. And they got there eventually. I just feel like they would have gotten there sooner if they were f***ing plumbers. They go down one pipe and the others disappear. Luigi stands on it, it falls over, and they all get transported to the Mushroom Kingdom. I take a guess as to what they were going for here if I believe they had any earthly idea themselves.
ようこそマリオブラザーズ。
Oh, what is up, Hair Wizard? I was counting the seconds until you showed up. Treebeard over here explains the entire premise of the movie for anyone who fell asleep. Mario and Luigi are pleased. What's happening? Mario learns that Bowser kidnapped Peach in order to force her into marriage and is genuinely a terrorist. This, fairly enough, ticks Mario off. Mario, stop. Stop. Mario, stop it. Stop. So the only way Mario can save the princess and restore order to the kingdom is by collecting the Super Mushroom, the Fire Flower, and the Power Star. I'm only gonna have to give you partial credit since this only kinda connects to the game. See me after class. Also, they keep referring to the three items collectively as the Triforce. I don't know if that's unique to this translation, but I thought it was interesting. Oh, he was a gross mushroom all along. And we're off on the journey. Are you tired of this music yet? Don't worry, you will be. Most of this movie is dedicated to unique scenes, but in between almost all of them is some sort of montage. I wouldn't call it lazy, but it is. The music isn't very grating though, and they do have some fun with the visuals. Oh, sick reference to the cover of the Dover Thrift publication of 6 characters in search of an author. No, this is not an alienating joke. Shrek and Donkey set up camp for the night. Luigi engaged in psychological warfare to no avail, and some Goombas show up and convince Luigi to do hard drugs. I'm not too far off, actually. So in this continuity, there are several different types of mushrooms, and they all have different emotional effects on whoever eats them. Little known fact, this is actually a relic from an often overlooked feature in the original Mario Bros. In certain levels, if you make Mario collect 3 or more mushrooms, a single tear will fall down his cheek. When asked about this strange feature, Miyamoto said, "He's a sad man. You are all monsters. Never talk to me again." The scene with Luigi and the mushrooms, I'll admit, drags on a bit, but just as Mario gets him to calm down, he gets picked up by a big mama paratrooper. I never actually thought of paratroopers as birds, but I guess that makes sense. Huh. After fooling around the nest for a bit, we find the super mushroom in a crystal just above them. Neato. Be very careful, Mario. I have a sneaking suspicion that rock is going to break. Oh no, who would have figured? Get the mushroom, get the coins. Ashes to ashes, they all fall down. Oh, hi Toadette. Very prompt of you to show up 30 years early. Not sure why you were currency. Time for another montage. Sorry if it feels like I'm glossing over stuff, but I can assure you I'm really not leaving out much. Despite this movie only being an hour long, it really struggles to fill that time. Most of the scenes just kind of meander on for a really long time while the characters goof off. Like there's a bit while they're in the nest where Mario kinda convinces the paratrooper that he's her kid, but they never explain why. They just use it as an excuse to have Mario bite Luigi on the nose. It's just one of those movies, you know? One of those movies where things just sort of happen for a bit until it decides to get on with the plot. And not necessarily to its discredit. I mean, it is a movie about a journey in a strange land. There's obviously gonna need to be some time for shenanigans. But when it comes to a point that Mario's immediate strategy for dealing with a clam is addressed in spandex, you kinda lose all sense of urgency. They get the fire flower by confronting Lakitu. I don't know. Mario takes control of his cloud and rains snow on the spiky turtles below, and that just kinda makes them stop. You see what I'm getting at here. Another montage, but we have just enough time to slip in that ramen advertisement.
Mario Ramen
Mine's blood. The bros get bamboozled into a prison cell, so I guess it's as good a time as any to check in on Princess Peach. Nothing wrong here. Okay, I've held my tongue long enough. Where is my cheesy 80s anime ballad? It's moments like these that really make the job worth it. This song sucks. Luigi digs them a tunnel out of the cell, and the only moment of logic in this entire picture, water shenanigans to get the power star, and then they get away in a flying pirate ship? Like a Mario 3 ship? Wait a minute, Mario 3 doesn't come out for another 2 years. Did they get that from this? That's so weird. My honest guess would be that the flying ship idea was already somewhat conceptualized in Nintendo for the Mario series in some capacity, so when they were bouncing ideas around to make the movie, that may have come up, but still, there's a slight chance that one of the most prevailing motifs in the entire series owes its root to this movie. That's a scary thought. This is actually my favorite sequence in the movie, though. Despite the fact that time is of the essence and they really should be scrambling to get to the castle on time and stop the wedding, they just decide to relish in this moment of them slowly sailing through the sky while this really chill song plays. It's nice. The ceremony is almost at hand. Peach looks like a clown, there's an old guy, what could be better? Mario crashes the wedding and begins the final pursuit of Bowser. Castle antics, it's the final level, what are you gonna do? Mario gets trapped in a room of fire and Luigi puts it out with his buffoonery. Okay, that was pretty funny. After that, the castle just kind of falls apart. I don't remember why. I don't think there actually even was a reason. Time for the final fight. Mario uses the power of the Triforce to give Bowser a good thrashing. Alright, I was sort of joking about the flying ship, but there is no way in hell that this scene did not go on to inspire Mario 64. Good job, movie. You made your mark. Now let's be done with you. Yeah. The day is saved. The grass returns, Mario gives Peach back her necklace, and it starts glowing. Oh, hey, dog, I've been kind of tuning you out for the movie. Are you gonna suddenly have significance? You look better as a dog. So here we have Prince Who Gives a Shit, Princess Peach's true love and betrothed. Wait, so she doesn't end up with Mario? Well, that kind of undercuts the whole experience. It does actually add an interesting layer to Mario's character. It's been very clear from the beginning that Mario went on this whole journey mainly because he had a thing for Peach. So to have him get to the end and not get what he wants is an interesting take. It adds a greater level of heroism to him since while he is heartbroken, he doesn't protest. He doesn't even ask for anything in return for the work he did. He just wishes them well and heads off for home. And that's the end.
Well, that was nice.
It's not a stellar movie, I don't want to oversell it, but it is a lot of fun. It's completely a product of its time, but that really only helps it to stand out among the rest of Mario's history. As a film, it's nothing special, but as a little treat for any type of Mario fan, it's just good fun. It was made just to appeal to anyone who played the original game, and it's so interesting to look back on considering all that the series has amounted to since then. I really want this movie to get released officially in some form. Nintendo, your fans have already done most of the work. All you gotta do is hire them, pay them for their work, and then we would have a piece of Mario history preserved forever. I would say it's never gonna happen because I desperately want to be a cynic, but Nintendo staff is full of Mario fans, so I honestly think it's only a matter of time before it occurs to them to make this happen. Hey, it would even be a great thing to throw into the special features section of the new Mario movie when it comes out on Blu-ray. Just a thought.
Go watch the movie, you know you want to. Get some friends together or just curl up into a blanket by yourself with some popcorn and let yourself enjoy it. At the very least, it'll offer a brief bit of respite before we have to deal with whatever the next Mario movie is. Oh, there's an after credits scene? Okay, let's see what they got for us.
Hi, Omachi.
That was dumb.